Hi Flosstube. This is a surprise. It was a surprise to me when I found it, and I just wanted to show it to you. It's a little bit different and the way it needs to be finished. So I want to share that with you a little later. Okay? It's just, like I said, it was a surprise to me. So I want to share it and see if anyone has done anything like this before. So I'll bring that out again. Hello Flosstube, my name is Cynthia. I am the Intuitive Stitcher, and today is Wednesday, September the 7th. This is take 2 because I didn't like my first video. It's been a while since, it's been 3 weeks since I've had a Flosstube. So I was kind of like, I guess they call it green. I was kind of green. I'm not sure what that means, but I know that I've heard that before. So I thought I would start over and do it again. I mean, I was pronouncing words wrong, so we're going to do this again. So like I said, today is Wednesday. It's in the evening in Northeast Pennsylvania, and it did rain a bit today, which is what we needed. And it gets dark earlier. I don't know if anyone has noticed, but instead of getting dark at 8:20, it's starting to get dark at 7:20. So the day seems to be shorter. So anyway, I did get home. I have my notes because I have to read them because I'll forget. So I am back in Pennsylvania. As some of you know, if you watched my previous Flosstubes, the two of them, Flosstube number 9 and 10, I was in South Carolina, and that's where I did my Flosstube video. I did get back on Monday, August the 22nd, and when I did get back, I was missing one suitcase. So it wasn't a big deal because the only thing that was in that suitcase was shoes and 2 cross-stitch pieces that I had been working on, and just a few other things that they were not a big deal, but I did have 2 checked bags and one was missing. It came back the next day. I worked at the local airport here as a transportation and security officer for Homeland Security, so I know some of the airline workers. So I went up to the desk immediately when it was missing, and they were very helpful. They did locate my suitcase. It was actually like a duffel bag, and said that they would deliver it to me when it came in, and I just told them that I would pick it up because I'm less than 10 minutes away from the airport. So it did come in the next day, so I was happy about that. It wasn't a big deal. I knew that I would get it back, so it was fine. So I did get back on the 22nd, and things are getting back to kind of normal organization. The piece that I showed in the beginning is something that I found because I'm going through all of my cross-stitch pieces, floss, fabric, patterns. I want to organize them. That's the last thing I do. I have kind of like a walk-in closet where I have a dresser type thing, and I have some of my crafts in there, and I have crafts in other places. So I want to organize everything and start from scratch pretty much. See what I have, see what I want to work on, see what I want to give away. So that's what I've been doing, and I found that piece, so I'll talk about it later. I want to talk about WIPGO. In August, WIPGO number 20 for me was Mason Jar Lineup, and I have that right here, ready to show you. This is Mason Jar Lineup. This is a piece where the 14 count white aida came with it, with the pattern and the pre-sorted threads. And I did work on this in South Carolina, and I don't think I might have put a few stitches in when I got home. I don't remember. You might remember this. This is it. I did start the pink because I wanted to get some other colors in there beside the teal colors. So that was August WIPGO. Come a little closer. It's pretty. Then the other piece that was WIPGO for August was Cats and Hearts, Kitty and Me Designs by Pamela Kellogg. And I did the purple. I might have told you last time, I really don't remember. And I did some of the green. So that is that piece. I like the purple. It called for brown, but I don't care for the color brown. So I did the purple. And that is that piece. So that's pretty too. So that was August WIPGO. And I'm done with that. So for September WIPGO, I do have those pieces out. September WIPGO is Winter Morn. I did have these in order. And since this is my second take, things are not where they're supposed to be. So, WIPGO number 3 is Winter Morn for September. I have a picture of it because I have no idea where I found this. This is the picture. This is my stitching. So, here you go. This is supposed to be a red bird. And I think I have to put a black eye on it so that it looks like a bird. So, this is it. And I want to get a little closer so you can really see the green trees. Here's another tree that starts trees here. Winter Morn it's called. And that's all I know. So I will be working on Winter Morn. And I'm using 25 count. I think it's Aida. It was Stash. So that's Winter Morn. That is WIPGO. The other WIPGO that I have is called All the Trimmings. Fat Quarter Shop, All the Trimmings. I did start this already, so now I want to finish it. So I have the bows, I have the stockings. I'm working on the 4th stocking, and I have to do the 4th holly and berry, and the trees at the bottom. So I'm doing the teal color. I changed the stockings to my design. So, and this is the very different one, and that's okay. I'm all right with that one. And then the other's going to be more of a teal. I did look for a picture, but I could not find the full picture. I found this and not the trees. So that's the photo from Fat Quarter Shop. This was a mystery stitch along, and it was from last year. So I will finish that. They did theirs on chalkboard, black 14 count Aida. I found it. I am using Stash, which is the color. It's like a navy blue. So, yeah. I changed the bows too, just to red and white. So, that's that one. And that's WIPGO for September. Like I said, if I didn't say it before, I do want to finish that. My spring doxology, I did not get to the framer yet. I want to try to do that before or by Saturday so that I can pick out a frame and get that finished and hanging up on my wall. I just have been busy getting back into the swing of things, and it's just taken me a while. That's why it took me so long to have another floss tube. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, so it's I don't know why it's so difficult. I've traveled to my daughter before, so yeah. And my framer, she's local, and I do like to see her. She adopted a cat from the animal shelter that I volunteer at. The cat's name is Stella, so I love, stopping by her place when I have her to frame something, and I get to see Stella. So Stella's real sweet, and she always comes out to greet me. So that's always a treat. It's not just picking out a frame, but it is seeing Stella, the cat, who is just adorable, and I like seeing her. So now that was WIPGO for September. I want to let you know what I've been working on. I've been working on Mini Dark Waters, which is a Heaven and Earth design. It is my first Heaven and Earth design. So I'm enjoying that because I'm working on this 25 count. It's gridded, if I show you the right way. It is gridded. So that's what I'm doing. And I've decided to take this piece when I go to my granddaughter's, because I pick them up from the bus and take them home, and then I stay with them until mom gets home, their mom gets home. So I can put in, like a block or 2 blocks while I'm waiting for their mom to get home. And this is Mini Dark Waters. It is a Heaven and Earth design. And there is the artwork by Jessica Allain, Allain. And that's the piece. That's a copy of the original. So it's not very clear. I have the original not in my bag because I don't want to ruin it. So this is just a copy of it to show you. So I'm going to work on that piece. I'm going to keep that with me pretty much all the time so that, well, at least in a tote bag that I can take with me when I pick them up from the bus stop. And then I always have it with me and can just, like I said, do a few stitches. There are floss tubers who do like 25 stitches each day or 50 stitches each day. I'll do it when I'm there with them. So I'll get a little bit of that done each day. The next thing, when I was going through my collection of projects and floss and fabric, I did have this piece out and kind of forgot about it. I wanted to work on a bigger piece, and when I found this, I got it out and decided to do some stitches on it. It is called Believe, and it is by Stony Creek Collection. And this is the picture. And it is Stony Creek Collection. I think it's pretty. I got this several years ago at a cross stitch shop that closed. And she did have it hanging on her wall, and when I saw it, I just had to have it. So the called for is white fabric, and I got light blue. I'm doing 2 strands over 2. That's just the floss colors. But this is it, and I'll get close so you can see. So I have the letter E finished, and I started the V, and the I is finished. I'm off on the I, the letter I, but it's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. And then next to the I can't wait to start that tree right there. That's what I'm anxious to start, is that tree. So it came, when I bought the pattern, I did get all the beads. There are beads that go with it, so I did get all the floss. It's DMC, and it's quite a few. Not a whole lot, but plenty. And I did get the beads right away so that I don't have to get them later. And like I said, I got this a few years ago, so that will be pretty. And I did enjoy working on that a little bit, so I'll pull that out again. I don't know if I said it, my Cats and Hearts and my mason jar lineup, I'm going to put that away for a little bit. So, because I do want to work on Believe, and I do want to work on all the trimmings, and I want to work on the Winter Morn, and try to get progress on those. And the Believe, the Stony Creek collection, I'm using 28 count even weave, and like I said, it's light blue. So I did show you Winter Morn. I did show you all the trimmings. I want to show you this piece that I did work on. It was WIPGO some time ago, so I did put a few stitches in it. It's brand new, and I want to get that out again and start working on this, and I'm going to tell you why. She's not a new Flosstuber, I don't think, but she's new to me. Her name is Meghan, and she is, her Flosstube is Stitching Moon. Wonderful, wonderful Flosstube that I watched. And I think it was Flosstube number 6, because I do want to watch Flosstube number 5, because I heard her say, I think Flosstube number 5. No, I'm thinking of somebody else. But she had this dimension kit on her wall already framed, and I have it. So I wanted to get it out because it's really pretty framed. It is called Twilight Silhouette. And with the dimensions kit, the aida and the floss are included. The aida is 14 count navy, and that's what I'm using. What was in the kit, that's what I'm using. And I only got a little bit done, and those are half stitches. So I'm all new to this. I've been stitching since I'm like, 16, 17 years old. And I started before that with stamped cross stitch. So I've been stitching a long time. I'm 65. And this is very new to me, these half stitches. And I think I'm doing it right. Some of it takes 2 threads, some takes 1 thread. So I am following the directions as far as the codes, and they tell you how many strands to use and if it's a full cross or a half cross. Please tell me if I'm doing it wrong. But I think these are called half crosses. So, and that is Twilight Silhouette. So it's pretty. It's really pretty. So I'm excited to work on that too. And all the floss is here. So I showed you Mini Direct Waters, Believe, Winter Morn, all the trimmings, the Dimensions kit, Twilight Silhouette. Now when I was pulling everything out of the drawers, I found a piece that I got from my cousin. And how I got it from her is that, I might have said it before, my cousin passed away, and his wife I'm friends with, and she did cross stitch and quilting. So I think it was last year, yes, it was last year, that she called me and said that if I wanted her cross stitch patterns and projects, that I could have them, because she is giving up cross stitch and she's doing only quilting. She's only going to be making Afghans quilts, things like that, you know, quilting. She does beautiful work. She has done beautiful pieces, cross stitch and quilting, but she is now going to focus on quilting. So I got a big box of her pieces, and many of them were already kitted with the fabric and the aida or the silk, whatever was called for is what she got, and kitted everything up right away. It's called Winter Nights, and it's by Blue Whale Designs. There are two patterns. There is a snowman and the winter scene. I'm going to do the winter scene. So when I looked at this, I saw that she had the called for aida, which is a tan color. And there's little stars that also will go with it. So it's tan, and the GMC is 939. It's not aida. I think it looks like even weave. It says hand-dyed linen, but it's 28 count. And it's done on navy blue. So if you look, there we go. So you stitch the blue. So this is so pretty. And let me bring that closer. It's not black, it's like a navy, so it's really hard to tell. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to work on that because it's different and it's pretty. And there's back stitch. There's back stitch for the road down here. So yeah, I'm excited to work on that. And I don't think that's going to take a long time. But we'll see. And I've told you before, I'm a slow stitcher. I'm a very slow stitcher. So we will see how that goes. So I'll be excited to work on that too. I don't think I mentioned my opening that I'm Cynthia, the Intuitive Stitcher. And I want to thank everyone for watching my Flosstube and liking my Flosstube. I have 165 subscribers, so I'm thrilled about that. And I like having Flosstubes. I like showing everybody what I do, and I love opinions, any comments that you have. I don't get a lot of comments, and I do hope that I'm getting them all. Sometimes I only have 8 or 10 comments, and I guess that's okay. That's normal. I don't know, but I know that other Flosstubers have a lot of comments. I like to read the comments and I like to respond. So I appreciate you subscribing and liking my page and commenting. That means a lot to me. If you have any suggestions where I can improve, please let me know, because I really do appreciate all those comments. If I go too fast, let me know. If I'm too slow, let me know. If I'm not showing you things properly, let me know. So like I said, I do appreciate that. I want to put all of this back in the bag because I don't want to forget those stars. They're not coming up. I showed you before. They're not coming up right now. I don't want to lose those. So some Flosstubers that I've been watching, a new one that I watched, new to me, maybe she's had several, I don't remember, new to me, and I like watching her, and she also takes pictures of the outdoors, which are very pretty, and I love her Flosstube. Her name is Holly, and her Flosstube is called My Daily HAED, My Daily HAED, and she has really beautiful pieces, and her progress is just amazing. So I do enjoy watching her, and I'm glad I found her. The other one that I found is Meghan from Stitching Moon. I just found her, and I really like her Flosstube, Meghan from Stitching Moon. And I watched her most recent Flosstube, and I want to watch the one before. I know I can't watch all of them, but I want to watch the one before. So there are Flosstubers that I'd like to watch, and I just don't. There's not enough time in the day. So yeah. The next Flosstuber that I watched is Heidi from Stitching Fae. Fae is spelled F-A-E, and her Flosstube was wonderful with full coverage pieces, and she showed some patterns and some designs, new designs. So I did enjoy watching her since I just started doing full coverage. Her name is Heidi again, and she's from Stitching Fae, F-A-E. And I did hear her say that Flosstube number 5 was about Nora Corbett, so I want to watch that one. I want to watch that one too. Since I do have it's a portrait of Veronica, and it's a Mirabilia. I don't think it's Nora Corbett, it's Mirabilia. That's my first piece of a like the portrait of a woman. So I'm excited to get that started. I'm not going to start that. I think I'll start that in January, which will be here before we know it. So those are the Flosstubers that I watched recently, and I want to talk about the giveaway. And Flosstube number 8, I had a giveaway, and I didn't do anything about it for Flosstube 9 or 10 because I was in South Carolina, and I didn't, I wanted to give my viewers time to comment because I only had a few comments from my Flosstube, and only 2 people mentioned the word stocking for this piece. It's called My Favorite Things. It's a Sue Hillis design. My Favorite Things, Sue Hillis Designs, and I bought 2 patterns. I didn't remember that I bought it, and I bought it again, and the word to say for the giveaway was stocking, because I think that stocking is gorgeous. And look at that tree. I love the tree. Everything. It's beautiful. It's so pretty. Now, I didn't get it out, my piece. I didn't get my piece out because I just got the pattern out because that's the giveaway. So only 2 people responded with the word stocking. And if you did comment, and I have 2 names. So I just put them on paper, and I'm going to just, do this and pull one because I can't see the names, and I would not look anyway. So it's folded. So if you commented and I didn't get it, I apologize. I think that I fixed the comments that I was having problems with. I wasn't getting comments for a few Flosstubes, and I think I fixed that. So, but again, if you did comment, and if you don't hear from me and you commented, please send me an email, because I love to read my comments. So please send me an email. Now, my email address is theintuitivestitcher.com. And I'm sorry, that's a website. My email address is theintuitivestitcher@gmail.com, and I'll put that in the description box. So if you don't hear from me and you've left a comment, please email me, because I will get the email, and then if it's not working, I can check it into it again. So again, my email is theintuitivestitcher@gmail.com. But again, I'll put that in the description box, as I will put my projects in the description box as well. So I have 2 of these, and I'm going to just, do this with them, and I'm going to just pull one, this one, and we'll see who is the winner of the giveaway. Sandra Atkinson, and what she said was, I would love a stocking. Sandra Atkinson is the winner. So Sandra, please email me at theintuitivestitcher@gmail.com with your address, and I will mail this to you. Sandra, I believe you said you were from Canada, and that's okay. I'm going to mail it. It's just, it's just the pattern. There's nothing with it, no floss, no aida. So I will mail this to you. Sandra, get in touch with me, please. Thank you. I'll have more. In fact, the other person who did want that piece as well. When I'm finished with mine, I don't think I'm going to keep the pattern, so I can give that. I'm going to hold on to this one too, and I will see that she gets that as well, and I'll announce that when I'm finished. Now I need to get working on that piece so that I can send the pattern out to the other person who mentioned the word stocking. The other thing I had as a giveaway was Gentle Arts. It's called Gentle Art. I said arts. It's called the Gentle Art Simply Wool. I ordered Simply Wool, and I didn't want the wool. So it's Bayberry and Forest Glade. So these are also giveaways, and nobody wanted these, so I'm going to try again. I'll put them on a board so you can see the colors. Those are the colors. I'm not going to use them. So if you're interested, please say the word wool, W-O-O-L. And you have to be 18 because I need your address. And I'm going to ask that you don't mention the word giveaway, because then what I understand is that people come on and try to win things who are not stitchers. So I would like it that you not mention the word giveaway in your comment. Just mention the word, something about wool. And that'll be the next thing that is the giveaway. I will have more because I'm going through stash, and I want to go through my cousin's wife's things and start pulling what I want and what I'm not going to be using as a giveaway. So, oh yes, for that giveaway I had 15 comments. 15? I had 2 that only said use the word stocking. So I want to show you this because every now and then I pull something that I got from my mother, and these are things that her mother made, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, and I took them because she gave them to me. She always knew I was a stitcher. My mom did Bargello. I did Swedish weaving. I taught a class Swedish weaving at church. So my mom gave these to me because she knows that I'm a stitcher. Swedish weaving, I'm going to pull that out too and show you that sometime. I did a lot of Swedish weaving back in the 80s. So I want to show you some of that too. This is a piece that was done by grandmother, great-grandmother, I don't know. And there's the flowers. So I'm going to back up a bit so you can see it. And then I'm also, it's rectangular, so I'm going to fold it in half so I can show you. So this is half. And it goes all the way down. So that's in half because I can't hold the whole thing, I don't think. Back far enough, I can't do it. And then I'll show you the back, which is very pretty. I mean, it's not bad. It's really not bad. The cloth is very soft. That's the back. So that's what they did back in the day. Very nice. So I'm glad I got this. I have other things. I'm not going to show you, all of it. I'll show you piece by piece. I have another, like a doily that was hand stitched with a design. So that's pretty too. And I'll show you that as well. So that's that. And that was it. Oh, I want to show you this piece. Tell me if you've done it before. It's called Liberty's Light Picture. It contains a design printed in full color on 14-count polyester cotton Aida cloth. The floss, decorative threads, needle chart, and easy-to-follow instructions were in the package. I got this, oh my gosh, a long time ago. It had to again be in the 80s that I got this. Maybe even the late 70s. This is the piece. And then I'm going to show you the fabric. Please tell me if any of you have done this, because I want to know. I started it a very long time ago, like I said, in the 80s. And I did start it, but I only did this. Some of it is just like straight stitch, like back stitch. And then as you go down, I think in here there are some cross stitches. Let me show you. So there are some cross stitches, like there. And then on the bottom, there are cross stitches and straight, like half stitches, I guess it's called. Yeah. So let me know if you've ever done anything like this, so I can have a few pointers, because it's beautiful. And Candemar Designs, Candamar Designs. That's, that's what it is. It's pretty. It reminds me of, and maybe, I don't know if it's Washington, D.C. I really should look it up. It's called Liberty's Light Picture. Somerset House Publishing Incorporated. They're out of California. So I'm not sure where the picture is from, but I will look it up. I will do some research on it. I liked it because, I don't know. My aunt, who passed, lived in Arlington, Virginia. She worked for the government, and when I was growing up, my mom and dad and my brother and I went to visit her quite often, and we'd go for a weekend, and we did all those things. We did the Washington Monument, Thomas Jefferson, the Lincoln Memorial. We did all those, and we did them often. So I think that's why I liked that piece, because it reminded me of Washington, D.C. So let me know if you've done any of these, and give me some pointers. So I'll get that out just because I'm curious to see how it goes. I apologize if I'm not looking in the camera. I like to look right at you, when my viewers, when I'm talking, so I know that I need to look to the left of my camera, my cell phone, and if I don't do that, I apologize. I try. I even have a big arrow where I'm supposed to look, and I don't think I'm doing that very well. I want to show you a piece that my daughter gave me for Mother's Day. I didn't want her to send it on Mother's Day because I didn't want it to break in the mail. So she gave it to me when I was down in August. It's done on a seashell. Now she lives in South Carolina, and they really have beautiful craft fairs. And this woman did this piece on a seashell. It is gorgeous. Look at that gold trim. And then the woman put a pink pearl on, and then the bow. Let me see if I can give you a better picture of it. With maybe not. It's beautiful. Look at that. And I love the bow. And then the back, she also did paint it. It's gorgeous. That was my Mother's Day gift. It is beautiful. I love it. I absolutely love it. Everything about it. So I have that sitting out. I even like the color of the ribbon. It's like a pretty light green color. It's beautiful. So it's a beautiful gift. That's it. My plans, I'm getting back into the swing of things, like I said. This is 42 minutes, so I want to kind of cut this off. It's getting a little long, and I apologize. Plans are, just get the girls off the bus, and not much else. I have Embroidery Guild. I just typed up minutes from our last Embroidery Guild meeting and board meeting, so that's done, and we meet next week. So we're planning, me and another member are planning a banquet. It's our 45th anniversary, so we're planning our banquet for October, so I'm doing that. And got my hair done today and colored. So, that's pretty much about it. I keep busy. I want to start walking, and I don't know, I'm not a fan of walking outside, but I am thinking of joining maybe Planet Fitness, because I do need to walk. I have this thing called osteopenia, and my doctor said that I really should be walking. So I thought about joining Planet Fitness. Just I like using the treadmill. I really do like a treadmill. And the bike, I can do a bike, but I have to be careful with my hip. So I've done Planet Fitness before, and I'm able to do their bike without having any issues. So I do really need to get back to exercising and walking, just walking again. So I'm going to try that. I need to really get on board with that. So the last thing I did, I pulled a card. If you don't want to listen, you don't have to. But I am the intuitive stitcher, so I have these cards. Are called The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein. They're not tarot cards. I don't do tarot cards. But this is what I pulled, and this is just gorgeous. It is this. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be going back to the light. And you can change the word universe to whatever you want. You can change that word to God. You can change that word to angels. Whatever you believe in. Because I believe in all of them. I believe in God and angels and the universe. So I can change it to, when I accept the love of God as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. And that is true. I know that when I'm in quiet, like everything's quiet, and I might be listening to soft music or church hymns in the quiet of my living room, I feel the presence of the universe, angels, and God. So I really like this, and I'd like you to think about this saying in the next week or until we meet up again. It's beautiful. I'd like you to remember that and put your own word in. It doesn't have to be universe. Put your own word in. But think of that. And when you have quiet time, um, that's so true. We're always guided back to the light when we're in meditation because there's a lot going on out there and it gets overwhelming. It does for me. But my quiet time is just awesome. And it does take me back to the light. So that is it for today, for this floss tube. I appreciate your watching. Please comment. Let me know how you like my video. And don't forget the wool, the giveaway for the wool. But don't say the word giveaway. Just use the word wool. And that's about it. I'll have everything in the description box so you can look back. And I'm wishing everyone a wonderful rest of the week and next week. And I will get to you sooner. I don't like going 3 weeks. So now that I'm back in the swing of things, I'll get back to stitching on a regular basis and get some more things finished. So thank you for watching, and I'm wishing everyone well and be safe. Thank you.